I am here today with a rallying call for the Safuu community. We're now within 7 days of sacrifice, and you have a part to play. So let's go.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.
Come on in, my friend, take a seat, but do it quickly. We don't have much time. Time is of the essence today. You're joining me for my favourite tipple, my favourite Earl Grey. You know how much I love Earl Grey tea in my SafuuX mug, going to the moon. So, as usual, I am going to say I'm not a financial advisor. You're just here today joining me for a cup of Earl Grey. We're talking about the Safuu community, so please do your own research. So, what is this all about? Well, bit of context. If you're a Safuu investor, you will know that we are now within 7 days of what is such an important step as moving towards the new SafuuX blockchain. It's Sacrifice Day on the 20th of October, and that day, and crucially the price of Safuu on that day, will dictate exactly how much each of us will receive in terms of the SafuuX coin. So really important day. Hot off the press, literally just before filming this video, Brian the legend came into Discord and announced that there will not be a fixed rate of conversion between Safuu and SafuuX. This comes after some discussion yesterday in Discord as to whether there might be a fix because of the very low value at the moment of Safuu, whether Brian and the team might consider setting a fixed rate of conversion, and the conversion rate that was suggested was 10 Safuu for every 1 SafuuX coin. However, there's been lots of discussions about that, and Brian has today come in and said there will be no fixed rate. It will be left to the free market, and so there'll be no artificial conversion rate applied. And that's really, I think, in order to secure the long-term health and sustainability of SafuuX, because anything that's done this side of sacrifice in terms of a better conversion rate will have an onward effect with SafuuX and its value. So where does that leave us, and what is the rallying cry? Well, first of all, let's remind ourselves we are now within 7 days of sacrifice, a huge step for all Safuu investors, and really, apart from the node purchase which happened a few weeks ago, the next big step towards getting us onto that new blockchain. But the price of Safuu is very depressed at the moment, and let's face it, that's making many of us very depressed too. But what can we do about it? Before we get into that, let's just remind ourselves of the sacrifice formula and how we move from Safuu through to SafuuX. So this is the sacrifice formula. You take the number of Safuu tokens that you hold, you multiply that by the price of Safuu at the time of sacrifice, then you divide that by 9, because we know SafuuX will go on sale for $9 at the launch of mainnet, and then you multiply that by the bonus that you will receive as a Safuu holder, depending on when you sacrifice your Safuu tokens. So, why is the price of Safuu so important? Well, I have added some figures here. If we took the average holding of Safuu investors at the moment, which is 265 tokens, and we multiply it by today's price, which is 0.65, you will see that that would result in 33.3 SFX coins being received by that holder. If that holder then held those coins right through to July 23 with the auto compounding feature of the coin, it will result in 4,724 coins in July 23. Now, let's just shift the price of Safuu, take the same amount of holdings, 265, but let's say that by sacrifice, the price of Safuu was at $1.50. And you'll see then that that would result in the holder receiving 76.8 SafuuX coins. And that will then auto compound into a huge 10,883 coins by July 23. So you will see how important the price of Safuu at Sacrifice is. And just as a final little note on this, just to say that for every additional 1 SafuuX coin that you receive as a result of the conversion, that will auto compound into 152 SafuuX coins come next July. Now, we don't know what the price of SafuuX will be by next July, but if you do the maths on that, if it's worth $9, if it's worth $20, if it's worth $50, if it's worth $100. So the higher we can push this price of Safuu right now in this next few days, the more benefit we will all see. So that is the importance of the price of Safuu as we move towards Sacrifice. There's been a lot of discussion in Discord for several weeks. It feels like years actually, but several weeks. Obviously a lot of concern about the price of Safuu and the conversion rate. But I guess what I'm saying in this video is we can all talk about it, but what are we going to do about it? And of course, the only way to increase the price of Safuu is to buy more. And so if you are a Safuu investor and you are obviously counting down the days to Sacrifice, I'm just asking you to consider what part can you play, what can you do to assist us in this kind of situation. Can you perhaps consider whether there is any more capacity for you to buy Safuu before Sacrifice? And I guess what I'm saying is we all can play a part in this. You know, we have 6.5 days really now between now and Sacrifice. What can we do to play our part in raising that Safuu price? So, if you are a Safuu investor, jump into Discord, partake in the discussions that are going on there, get a measure of what other people are saying. And yeah, let's see where this takes us. If you are not a Safuu investor, you have approximately, I'd say 6.5 days left before the 20th of October to gather your Safuu ready for Sacrifice with a 74% bonus on the first day of Sacrifice, the 20th of October. We then go into testnet on the 20th of November when your SafuuX coins will start to rebase, and we launch the blockchain, the SafuuX blockchain, at $9 a coin on the 20th of January. Not financial advice, but can you really afford to miss out on this? That's all I have to say today, folks. A little short video today, but I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. I appreciate all the support you can give me. Please do, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And take a look at all my links below, because you might find some interesting things that, you know, like a SafuuX bucket hat. Anyway, I'm going to go for now. But as always, stay Safuu and cheers.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.